This is the Big Biz Show.
Damn, look at this place.
What's so funny about investing money, you ask?
Play ball.
The Big Biz Show with Russ and Sully hope to answer that. Top-rated, insightful financial analysis. If you're looking for insightful financial perspective on key market strategies, keep looking. I told you, this is the Big Biz Show. Hello.
See, that's good. See, it works out.
This is Russ and Sully.
One of my favorite people in the whole world.
Thank you.
Hey.
Oh.
Pete. No. What did you think I was going to say?
Me.
Silverrstieen.
There he
I
is.
talked to AP off air, and I'm not allowed to say, like, you know, he is a really, really good businessman. And you know, he's a CEO, and he's not disclosing anything to me that he's not disclosing to anybody else. But I never know, like, there's a lot of good stuff going on with this company. By the way, AP Silverrstieen, AlenPaul Silverrstieen, CEO and president of ImagineAR. They are publicly traded under the stock symbol IPNFF, and in Canada at IP. I want you to talk about all the things you can talk about, because there's some really exciting stuff going on with you guys. And I think it's not just a matter of this cool retail thing we keep pushing on you, where we get to lift our phone and get a coupon for yogurt. But really, it's the experience type stuff, especially in terms of sports and global sports, where people are actually able to interact with their favorite
soccer practice with
everything. Talk about it, because this is exciting stuff.
Well, thank you. I'm glad I made it to the top 50 of your favorite people to speak to on a daily basis. Always good to see you guys.
Wow.
Yeah, certainly sports with COVID has turned around, and AR has found its home, giving fans engagements wherever they are. And what we've done is a lot of cool green screens. One of our clubs in Brazil, they just launched with some of their famous players, including the Hulk, where fans can take images with them, videos with them. And it just went bonkers. I think we discussed last time, 3,000% increase per day of registrations for the fans to engage. So it's really demonstrating that it's fun, interactive, but also building out a community that also can be monetized. Real Sociedad should be launching very shortly, La Liga team in soccer. So we're really starting to see real case studies that are proving out the model of mobile AR. Certainly COVID, unfortunately, is continuing, is giving sports teams a new revenue channel and the ability to interact and engage with their fans wherever they may be around the world.
I'm trying to
there you go. That's the talk.
I'm trying to imagine the Hulk on a green screen. Doesn't he just disappear?
That was very good, but I'm bummed. That's 2 points from the outside firm. Very good. I have no response.
AP, so there's been some news, obviously, about the Olympics, and you know, your immersive technology is bringing Tokyo Olympics to life. And what I mean by that is augmented reality. I mean, that was, you know, last Friday marked the start of the 2021 Olympic Games or something.
Postponed.
So, you know, even the last Olympics had sort of a taste of AR. Talk about that, because that's really where this is all leaning, is fan engagement, right?
Absolutely. And when Tokyo, they certainly did a number of AR activations. You've got USA Today newspaper doing AR activations themselves. So a lot of different organizations have now taken it upon themselves to be in the AR space as a way to engage, visualize, and create immersive experiences for people. So it goes back to what we've discussed previously, that second screen immersion. Everyone who's watching TV, sitting watching Netflix and chill like Russ or other people out there, they're always going to be on their phone. But the key is to take that phone and use it to engage with what's on the screen, bring some entertainment value, some further detail analysis of the players, of the games, and allow people to interact and potentially order and spend money with the sponsor or directly with the team.
You know, one thing we haven't talked a lot about, but we've scratched on a little bit, is, of course, the blockchain and of course, non-fungible tokens. Talk about NFTs. Talk about, you know, the digital world in that respect, how it's intersecting with AR.
Yeah, the NFT market, you know, got very flooded very quickly, but there was just a recent report, 2.5 billion sales. That's a lot of sales, US dollars, of a lot of NFT products that are out there. You're seeing a lot of sports teams issuing their own NFTs. You see leagues issuing it. You have entertainers. Everybody's running to it. You've got Candy.com with Major League Baseball came out with it. And what you're seeing also is an orientation to how to take a non-fungible token and take it the next level of experiences. And that's where AR is also finding a home We work with Oasis, and they come out with AR engaged NFTs. They just announced Outer Spaceman, I think today, the ability to take these outer space toys and have AR immersive experiences with them. So it's basically going everywhere. I think I sent you an article too that just got published today. AR in neuroscience research shows it doubles level of attention and increases the memory recall over 75%. And AR elicits, quote, a 55% uplift in happiness and surprise. It's just like when the two of you are in everyone's
Yes,
home.
exactly
So
right. I was just going to say,
surprise,
but look, let's face it. We talked about this before. Remember when Facebook, MySpace, Twitter came out and they started advertising? It was about traffic and conversion. Yeah. Traffic means driving stuff to where you want it to go, then converting it to sales. Click right? Through. Then all of a sudden we added photographs, and that increased traffic and conversion. Then we added video, and now video, if you don't have video, I don't think anybody other than, no. I mean, they don't advertise without video anymore, I don't think, on any of those platforms. Very few. But AR really is the next generation, and perhaps the final generation, because, you know, obviously that's what this is about. It's about traffic and conversion. Is that correct, AP?
Correct. It's the final generation, like Star Trek. As a matter of fact, Facebook just announced they're going into the metaverse, which is the leverage of AR in the real world. And that's where every major corporation, Apple's coming out with the glasses, Facebook just put an executive team to go into the metaverse. You're seeing every organization take a serious strategic look today, how to take AR, engage their target audiences wherever they may be, and build an audience and community and interact to direct purchases, experiences, and further entertainment. And you're absolutely right. This is going to be part of everyday life. And we ultimately all be living in the minority report.
Okay, let me bring you back to a gentler time.
Here we go. Love this music.
80 years ago.
Makes me cry.
Roughly when Russ was born. The National Association of Broadcasters created the Peabody Awards.
Yes.
Which is originally, it was the very best in radio, okay? I want to talk about adoptability and credibility, because this year, for the first time, the Peabody Awards, which is basically like the Emmys for TV, okay? And it's not as well known because, you know, obviously it's kind of an industry type thing. But they're going to honor a wide variety of digital forms, and AR is at the top of their list. That's no surprise to you, but this is the adoptability for this is growing faster than the Delta variant. Probably bad analogy.
Hey, good
and and the published market, the publishing market is hurting. They're looking for new ways to interact, bring newspaper audiences to life, print to life. And AR is a great way, right? Point your phone at a newspaper image, at a QR code, bring it to life, engage people, and redirect them either with further news stories or to, again, sponsorship or advertising opportunities. You're seeing billboards with QR codes, which are redirecting people to AR. But you're absolutely right. It's going to be a fine new digital channel, and AR is going to have a home. And as we discussed many times before from the analyst report, market predictions go anywhere from independent analysts from 50 to 175 billion in the next 3-4 years. And we're hoping to ride that wave as we go forward too.
I got a question for you, AP. Talk about ImagineAR. What's next for you guys as a company? And again, I haven't asked you this for a few weeks, but if you look at the next 18, 24 months, what can you expect? Because the technology is changing as fast as you're writing new deals.
I'm hoping holograms are on the way. A little Hendrix right in your living room, just standing there jamming. Whoops, I guess we'd be like this.
That's already there, and then it's going to get more relevant as 5G comes out. But what we're looking at is a few areas. Our SDK, which is our technology, which integrates with an existing mobile app, which we're working with, will grow further. We're doing a new launch coming up. I believe webar, which we also are in the midst of ready to roll out soon in the platform this fall. That will allow using any camera without an app to activate AR wherever you are. So when you add webar, 5G, SDK, and glasses, you're really looking at a paradigm shift in AR to adoptability around the world, to every person who's watching your TV show, no matter where they are, to engage their environment and become part of the metaverse. And we will be right in the middle.
And I know you can't, I mean, as a CEO of a publicly traded company, you can only say so much, but is there an acquisition strategy? We talked about it a long time ago with you. Is there an acquisition? I mean, are you looking for other AR companies? Are there other branding opportunities? Or do you just concentrate on the technology because that's enough to keep up with, obviously?
Well, and that's a good point. We certainly are always open to look at potential strategic acquisitions or relationships that could fit in perfectly with our strategy we go forward. As you know, we've got 7 patents, which are quite a bit for a company of our size. We're sitting here with a very strong cash basis as well today. Our client opportunities are growing significantly in the sales funnel. We're getting successful case studies, but I think it's going to be a combination. We're going to continue to go forward and build out our tech. Our tech team has grown significantly in the last 6 months. We're going to continue to roll out new products, new features, but we're also going to keep an eye on the future. And I think you're going to see some interesting things coming out as we continue through 2020.
I think it's time for you to make it to San Diego to come on air in studio.
Not a hologram.
It's time.
Don't just beam
Come
the
on.
likeness of yourself down to the stool. We want your
I
body
told you,
there.
only if I could sit a whole week next to Russ. That's
There
it.
it is.
You don't want that.
There it
AP
is.
Silverrstieen, CEO and president of ImagineAR, IPNFF, and there it is. There's a big picture. Look at these guys.
That's our rocket. We're millionaires.
See, there's AP's favorite video.
Flying to space, not feeding the planet.
See you in a minute.